So, yesterday we managed to rescue Sophia Amaral from the gala party that happened at Paul Serene's mansion gala. So now we have to look at the Junction 3. It's going to be another choice. And then we get to watch another TV show episode, which is really cool. We discovered most things in Act 3, by the way. Look at that. 96%. We missed one chrono source, so not too shabby. Not too shabby. And in the gala, we missed one computer. I mean, to be fair, it was a lot of computers. And one chrono source, but those are very minor. Alright, let's check this out. Let's look at the junction. Sophia Amaral, Martin Hatch.
This thing growing inside me. I've been fighting it for 6 hard years. Dr. Amaral was developing a cure for the Cronon syndrome. She was the only one who could administer the treatments that kept my sickness at bay.
Paul?
And Jack had taken her away from me.
How the fuck did this happen, Martin? How is it possible they managed to take her?
Paul, this is your illness talking. I'm on your side.
Yeah, right.
Easy. You're up.
They took her. Without Sophia, there's no chance of a cure.
We did all we could. But there are forces within Monarch working against you, and I believe Burke was just the tip of the iceberg. It wasn't just Joyce that did this.
Sir? We've recovered Dr. Amaral's laptop. We have it set up over there if you want to take a look.
I'll be right there.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I don't know what happened. Honestly, this is a fresh install of the video driver.
Figures. If she's right, the fracture is escalating a lot faster than we anticipated.
You know the future. Dr. Amaral doesn't. Is the lifeboat even in a viable state for activation? She's trying to convince you the schedule's wrong. Why? To get you to rush this? To make a mistake? The people opposing you. She could be one of them.
She isn't.
Are you willing to bet the entire plan on that? I implore you, hold off on activation, Paul. Let me clean house before this gets completely out of hand.
I mean, it could be that we get something weird happening just because, you know, it's a fresh driver install. I don't know, maybe we lost the shader caches or stuff like that. I have no idea.
I should have been here. Somebody made a false report. Sent me to the tunnels to divert my attention.
Like I said, people working.
It was him, wasn't he?
Who was that on the radio?
We're still working on that.
He made the false report.
How do you want to proceed?
Or was it Beth? No, I think it was Beth. All right, let's check this out.
Somebody was working against me. Somebody close. Martin Hatch. Sophia Amaral. I could only trust one of them.
Ooh. Let's see what happens if we trust Dr. Amaral, I suppose.
I want him apprehended. Immediately. So I have some information about Martin Hatch.
Martin had been my closest advisor for years. I began to wonder if that had been a mistake.
Sophia's loyal. She's always been loyal.
I don't think we can trust her. The way she looked at the countermeasure like she's seen it before. She knows what it does.
Sophia's research had saved my life. Loyalty doesn't run any deeper.
I mean, this kind of follows what he was doing right now, right? Like, he showed that he didn't trust Hatch, and he just showed that he still trusts Dr. Amaral. So it makes sense considering where the story was going, but let's just see the other one and see if it convinces me.
All right, Amaral. Let's go fix the time machine.
I said I'll try.
Evidence was mounting against Sophia. I couldn't simply ignore it, despite everything we had been through.
And she knew you'd never make it without those treatments. And then she took them away.
If she'd turned against me with what she knew, the damage could be immeasurable.
I mean, he said the evidence was starting to gather against Sophia, but what evidence is there other than conjecture and what Hatch is saying? I mean, what we know, giving the player the choices here is weird. I mean, to be fair, they did show that what he's seeing, it's not like always as simple as it looks, because he sees fragments of the future, not the context around it. Like when, you know, Hatch was interrogating Jack, and he seemed very menacing and ended up actually working with him and setting him free, so. I mean, who knows? We have to think that we are Paul right now. We are Paul working with small fragments of the future.
I want him apprehended. Immediately, so I have some information about Morton Hatch.
Martin had been my closest advisor for years. I began to wonder if that had been a mistake.
Sophia's loyal. She's always been loyal.
I don't think we can trust her. The way she looked at the countermeasure like she's seen it before, she knows what it does.
Sophia's research had saved my life. Loyalty doesn't run any deeper.
I guess this is all if we decide to cave into his paranoia, right? Like, is it really becoming more and more paranoid because of the progression of the Cronon disease? I mean, he literally just assaulted Hatch. Do we think he still trusts him, though? At least trusts him enough to accuse Sophia of being a traitor. I want to trust Sophia, I think. Mostly because of the conversation that we just had with Hatch as we were going down the stairs. Like, he seemed to trust her. Like, he said, no, Sophia would not do that. Sophia wouldn't, you know? Like, he kept saying that Sophia's not a traitor. But at the same time, it's kind of a leap from there to decide to just arrest Hatch. You know, it's a bit of a leap. Man, I wish we could see the contents of this PC before making the choice. Have a little bit more information. Also, another thing to consider is, does he have any other choice other than trusting Sophia? I mean, she's the only person that can actually keep his disease in check. I feel like trusting Hatch here is almost like accepting that you are going to die because Sophia is gone. And I'm not sure Paul would do something like that. I think Paul would rather believe the idea that she's still good, you know? She's still with them, with him. So I think I'm gonna go for Amaral here.
Sophia's date has always been good. I'll trust her judgment. We need to analyze these figures and make final preparations to activate the lifeboat protocol at once.
Fine. I'll take the laptop to the science department.
Nope. You will not do that.
No, I think I'll do that myself.
I see.
Sir?
Put people on Mr. Hatch. I want constant eyes on him.
Yes, sir. You got it. We pulled some images from the security cameras. We've identified Joyce's accomplice.
Ooh.
She's Beth Wilder, one of our mid-level operatives.
Her. My God, she's been with us all along. She's working with Jack. Where is she now?
Unknown. But we've got a kill team tracking her.
No. She can't be killed. Not yet. Find her.
Ooh, interesting.
And whatever Mr. Hatch does, I want to know about it. Don't screw this up.
Oh, do you think he knows she's in the future? She's on the lifeboat, maybe?
Beth Wilder. It was the first time I'd heard her name. But she had been there in the past.
Aha, there you go.
When it all started. She'd been here the whole time, working against me from the inside. And she wasn't the only one.
What if she works for Hatch? Community 61% agreed with Amaral, with trusting Amaral.
The treatments.
This is just the
Sophia, you shouldn't worry so much. Back up slowly.
oh, what was his name? Crooker?
Something in
Crocker?
The lifeboat protocol.
Paul's a very
Crocker.
and things will only get worse if he continues unchecked.
What is it that you're so threatened by, Martin?
Do I look threatened to you?
This is Dr. Amaral's report. The stutters, they're increasing in frequency.
What is that?
A current undisrupted life form. Extremely hostile. It's Dr. Kim.
Let's go! Let's go! No, don't put one of those on! Charlie!
I don't know why Charlie stole the harness. I mean, I thought he started to trust him now that he saw the time fuckery. Alright, let's go watch the TV show. Episode 3, Amaral. Do I have a higher quality video? Hang on, I'm gonna check real quick because the last couple we've seen were very low quality. Yeah, no, this is still pretty poor quality. We should have 4K versions because the new files were like in super high quality, but Don't believe we have them. We're gonna watch the good old one. But you know, it worked, so it's fine. Alright. Here we go, guys. Let's get the volume up and watch episode 3, Deception, Amaral Choice. Hang on, let me just check that it's at least in 720p. Okay, yeah. He's got the harness. What's he doing? He took off a layer to hide the harness under the coat. Hmm. I have a feeling this guy is also suffering from some sort of Crohn's disease, right? I mean, he was there when Dr. Kim, quote-unquote, died. Who knows what happened to Hatch?
Here's the Hatch.
And what did Burke want with it?
Well, I don't know. I don't even know what the lifeboat protocol is.
It's a sanctuary, designed to shelter a list of Monarch's essential personnel to weather the storm until they can develop a solution.
Essential personnel. So that means that I'd be on that list, right?
Not under Paul Serene's lead, you wouldn't.
Damn.
He's failed to see the value in his own people, too consumed with grand ideals and delusions. You know what I find to be the most terrifying notion on this planet? The idea of God. Simply the idea. A being with that much power. The ability to take and give so freely. That kind of control. It should be feared, not worshipped. Yet, people believe in it. Just as people believe in Paul Serene. See, what's so scary about God isn't his control, but rather, if he ever lost it. Paul Serene's become unhinged, Charlie. He's triggered a catastrophe. He has the chance to fix it, but he's choosing not to. He's choosing to let things end.
The end of time.
And this is where we come in. We risk too much leaving the keys to the kingdom in one man's hands. We need insurance. There's something called the CFR. It's a crucial key to our survival and must remain safe. But as long as Paul is the only one with access to it, it isn't. With access to the CFR, I would take over. Get Monarch back on track, and once I do, restructuring would be in order, Charlie. Restructuring that would see you as my right hand.
I'd be on the list.
Absolutely.
Then I need to go back to Monarch. And that sort of privilege escalation, it can only be done from the inside.
Hey, Charlie. God, I want whiskey now. Fuck.
That's good.
I put the island on lockdown.
But the pump house on the west side has an old supply tunnel that runs beneath the bay. No one knows about it. You'll go unseen. Time is of the essence, Charlie. Better get to it.
The fool. I don't think he's gonna bring him.
Commander Davis.
Yes, sir.
Head to the perimeter lab. We're moving forward.
The frequency of the stutters is still unpredictable, but they're persistent. Erratic, but persistent.
I need certainty. If I initiate the protocol, there's no going back.
Mr. Serene, something like this. There is no certainty. We've never dealt with it before.
How long?
We've been running Dr. Amaral's simulations.
24
It's hard to
hours.
say without her to confirm, but
Just give me a time.
the Joyce field could collapse within 8 hours.
8? Holy shit.
Mr. Serene, if you're going to proceed, now would be the time to decide.
No stutter. God. Stutters must be really annoying for people that are not affected by it. Can't wait around for them to finish the conversation, exactly.
Charlie.
Fiona,
Hey, bud. Where you going?
you're right. Time's ending, just like you said. And the lifeboat protocol, it's a place. They built it to protect people from the fracture. And the only problem is there's a list, and anyone who's not on it is pretty much fucked. But if we make it back to the mainland, I can get us on the list. All of us.
This entire island is on lockdown. How are we gonna do that, Charlie?
There's a tunnel.
Hey, all right, if you are lying to me this time, I swear to God.
Get off! Tired of this shit. I don't know why you're doing this, but I don't have to put your name on shit, motherfucker.
It's fine. I'm gonna tell you why you're gonna put me on that list. I got a pregnant wife at home, and she's the only thing that I am thinking about right now. So if you get in the way of me protecting her, I swear to fucking God, next time, you will not catch your breath.
Lead the way.
So if Hatch knows now that Charlie called him, he sent people in the tunnel. Dr. Kim's lab.
Good evening, Dr. Amaral.
Yo, what the frick?
We're 5 minutes out, Mr. Hatch. Yes.
Doing?
I've
come to free you, my friend.
Oh boy.
This imprisonment. It's unsettling. It's time for you to rejoin the others. To return to the infinite.
Well, now we have the next boss, I suppose. Dude, the guy didn't even wait for his men to leave the freaking lab. A psycho.
How far along is your wife?
3 months.
Congratulations.
I mean, Ron? The fuck
is that?
What the
We're under the bay.
He had the chance to leave, he didn't. Why, would just make him guilty? I mean, maybe, but he would trap these two in the tunnel. Uh-oh. Also, it would have been really smart, apparently.
Stand back! Let's go.
You're going deeper down. You want to go up, I think. Although it wasn't like a flood. It was...
You okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm good. We need to get...
Oh, shit!
Fucking ground! Hey, ground! No, we're with Monarch! What don't you understand? No, get on the ground! Hey, no. Hey, I'm the one that called it in. I'm Hatch's guy.
One gun.
Yeah.
Where's she?
She's Chronon scientist. She's important. We have to get her back to Monarch right away. Please.
You're still gonna crush.
Fuck out of here. Now! Yeah.
Unbelievable. Still thinking with his penis.
Gibson, I got Burke.
Fiona, you gotta listen. Hey.
Jesus.
Fuck! Hey! I didn't know that they were gonna kill him. What was I supposed to do? Huh? You led me on and then you kidnapped me.
It's about you, Charlie.
Are you stealing this car?
Just get the fuck out of here.
No, you're gonna need me.
I got what I needed out of you.
Yeah, I'm getting used to it.
Why don't you open your eyes? The world is about to end. I'm trying to do something.
Yeah, you're a real hero.
Fuck you.
I swear to God, this guy.
A nurse, huh? I'll see you there.
Burke. You fuck.
You know, I'm really gonna enjoy killing your wife.
I mean, what did you expect of us saying something like that? That was insane. Deserved indeed. Honestly, too kind, even. How about you take the other gun too? Okay, he's already dead, but you know, I get it. I get it.
Commander Davis?
Davis and his team. They were all good men. Monarch's finest.
Paul, what about my treatments?
I'm afraid so.
You know what this means?
You don't know for sure.
I'm a dead man! You let this happen!
Jack, he wants me to become you. He wants me to suffer until the end.
Joyce and Wilder. But what was troubling me is who got them into Kim's lab. She paid a visit while she was thought to be missing, minutes before the explosion. Paul. Paul, will Paul, will you listen to me?
He's fucking done.
This was her parting gift.
They forced her.
She's trying to destroy you,
She's
Paul.
trying to help me.
Oh, Jesus, but... Look at you. The smartest man I know. Blinded by a fool's love.
Oh, does he actually fancy Amaral? I mean...
Paul, what are you planning on?
Sophia's loyal.
She's gotten inside your head.
She's always been loyal.
You need to think about
If
this.
the fracture's happening now, I owe this to her.
Is he activating the lifeboat? Holy, okay, it's happening.
Dr. Hogan,
What the hell is it?
the protocol's been initiated.
I need to wake my family.
I'm afraid we have no time.
Damn, dude. Like a baby panda. Oh, his wife was a.
Liam?
Hey, pal. I'm glad you could make it. I was just telling your girl here how concerned about you we've been.
Emily, we need to go.
Go. What's the rush?
Take him down now.
Emily, let's go.
This is happening. You know, the guy was filming it. I saw it. First reaction. Fucking hate the smartphone era. Emily, do something. It's your husband. Just get this guy. Everybody's watching Burke killing a man. That is insane.
Emily, give me the keys. Give me the keys, Emily. Emily, listen. Listen, please, please. This is not who I am. This is not. I'm telling you, I never felt good doing this. I never felt good doing this. But it's the only thing I knew how to do. And when I got back, I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find anything to do. And Monarch, they found that useful, and they put me to work. And I swear to God, I couldn't stand being alone. So every Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I would walk down the street because it was the only 2 nights at the bartender. She wasn't at school. And I told myself every night to ask you out. It took me a fucking year. Emily, if Monarch, if they gave me structure, you gave me purpose. I did this to protect you. I did this to protect us, our family. I did this to protect our family.
Also, please fix my shoulder.
You have to listen to me. Something terrible is coming, and I will explain to you on the way, but we have to move. We have to move right now. If you will just let me protect you one last time. Please. Please. This is me. It's me. It is me. Okay. We have to go. We have to go right now. Okay.
Damn, a lot happened in this episode.
Yeah, it's Pierce. I'm at the perimeter lab. So I have some information about Martin Hatch.
I want him apprehended. Immediately.
All right. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, let's continue then. Part 4. I mean, what is Jack even doing in all of this? The Secret History of Time Travel. The Secret History? Or Donnelly Bridge. Are we at the other time machine? Don't remember what that was, but that name seems familiar to me. The game is not going to be much longer, by the way. We have one more episode of the TV show, and then I'm guessing there's like a finale act.
You took the one thing Mr. Serene needed to survive. Dr. Amaral.
In-game?
That made you priority 1.
Yeah, they made that clear. Monarch lined every escape route with barricades, roadblocks. I had to get to the mainland, but I couldn't do it by car. Needed a new plan.
All right, let's go.
Oh, we're escaping.
Beth, I think I'm gonna need a ride. The streets are too hot.
Alright, where do you want me?
I'll let you know as soon as I find some higher ground and get a good look at the situation on the bridge. I think it might be a no-go.
Okay, we're starting with a bunch of Chrono stuff.
Ground.
They just give me 2 freebies.
I'm looking at the bridge right now. It's a lot of Monarch. I don't know, maybe you could sneak across?
Well, maybe.
Or I could pick you up. Let me know. I'm pretty exposed out here, so try to make it fast.
I'll be a lot better when you get me on that boat. Monarch's right on my ass. I'm not exactly making friends out here. How's Dr. Amaral?
Still kicking and screaming. How long do you need to get here?
That depends. Let me check.
Yeah, about an hour or 2. I like this view though. There is something about
Better get inside before the chopper
like
spots me.
a sci-fi slash fantasy setting set in modern times that I really like. So when I see something like this and I imagine all the weird shit that could be happening in a place like this, I don't know, man. It's a very good combination for me. Like, instead of creating
Still
like
there?
an insane
Just looking for a viewpoint.
alternate world, which, you know, it's totally fine. I do enjoy a good fantasy or a good like sci-fi which is completely alternate Earth or like a different planet or stuff like that. Like, who cares? But I do love even more when it's like a slightly different version of reality. I do like that a lot. Also because there is no difficulty in establishing the rules of the world. It's all established. It's our world. There's just something different about it. It's easily relatable. I think it's also more believable in a way. Like all the secret society stuff, you know? It's just a fun concept to play around with. I think it's an easier jump to go from a what if a secret society is real? What if the Illuminatis are real? Compared to a what if it's a completely different world, you know, with different rules and different races and different, like, animals. Yo! It's a show!
So, we don't know where he is. We can't find him. So we need to look into a replacement.
Night Springs.
All ponies are made of butter in Night Springs. Ah!
What?
There is all of ours. Lots of the Gratsu things happening in Gitu of Nigat Springs.
Thank you.
All ponies are made of butter in Night Springs.
We know the old dance, the fortunate and the destitute. The haves and the have-nots. Those who dine at the table and those who starve in the street. But the tables can be but the tables can be turned. The gluttonous consumer may find himself the consumable resource. Do that again.
And yet, that is the fate that awaits you in Night Fringe.
It's Night Springs.
Night Cringe.
Springs.
Bright Blings.
Night Springs.
Fright.
Is this guy for real? Is he trolling?
Jesus.
We know the old dance. The fortunate and the destitute. The haves and the have-nots. Those who dine at the table and those who starve in the street, but the tables can be turned. The gluttonous consumer may find himself
Hey, look, it's
consumable resource.
a Benedict Fox voice actor.
Right things.
I feel so bad taking swings at that game. But it did let me down. I don't feel too bad.
We still have no visual on Joyce or Wilder.
Hey, Gray.
Doing another sweep.
I can't stay here long, Jack. You're gonna need to be quick.
Yeah, about that.
Bad news?
Reoccurring theme of the night. I'm looking at the bridge right now. If I go anywhere near that thing, there's gonna be innocent people caught in the crossfire.
All right. Any bright
Thanks for your
ideas?
patience, folks. We'll have you on your way again soon.
What if I steal an outfit?
Let me see. There's a pier under the bridge. You should be able to meet me there with the boat. Giant gas sign out front. Can't miss it.
It's nice and bright for Monarch to see.
There's not a lot of options. Switching to Monarch frequencies. Be in touch soon.
All right, I'll be there in a few minutes. Don't stand me up.
A few minutes? Oh boy.
Okay, how are we getting down there? Where's the fire pole?
For those of you just tuning in, the manhunt continues as authorities search for Jack Joyce, the suspect in last night's university terror attack. Joyce may also have been involved in a firefight at the Monarch Mansion on Gull Island approximately 30 minutes ago. On the line, we have Ken Bukowski, a bridge operator for the Port Donnelly Bridge. Ken, what can you tell us about the situation out there?
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to my little guy. Hey, Ben, hope you're listening.
Isn't it past his bedtime?
He'll be up reading those Hunger Games books if I know him. But, yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm just out here in the control
Been
booth
there, you know.
overlooking the bridge. Monarch's got a roadblock set up, checking all the cars as they go through. It's all very well organized. I got a nice young fellow from Monarch up here, Darren, doing some kind
Darren?
of lookout from above. He's not a coffee drinker, so there must be something wrong with him. No, but we're in good hands. Even though it's not cops at the roadblock.
Yes, Ken, Monarch is working to assist the police in the hunt for Jack Joyce. I know some people have asked, does Monarch have the authority to do this? Well, my question is, if not Monarch, then who? I think we need to recognize that we are currently in a state of crisis. Why isn't Joyce behind bars? If the police are overwhelmed, then I say we take all the help we can get. Monarch is the
Alright, inciting like riots and civilian action.
We're helping the police looking for a terrorist. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Is that the guy who blew up the library? James Joyce? Jack Joyce, yeah.
James Joyce.
Well, I mean, there's a sports car parked in the streets back there.
Where's that thing?
Kind of wrecked. A little unusual. Please, show me where. Right now.
Oh, it's outside.
Damn it. Better hurry.
Oh, well. Everything's fucked.
There we go.
I should watch Fringe again.
A terrorist known as Jack Joyce. Thanks for your
I did enjoy the show, but I missed the last 2 seasons, I think.
Security personnel if you have anything to report.
Even though I'm not expecting any conclusion that makes sense, considering it was a J.J. Abrams show.
Somebody's sneaking around down there. Hey! I think that's Jack Joyce!
Fuck me, man. Mind your own goddamn business. They resolved everything, surprisingly consistent till the very end. Oh, that's nice. Who's shooting? Whoa! Holy moly, I broke his gear. Yeah, it's worth a watch then. I mean... I remember liking what I saw at the time. Where is that guy? Whoa!
My plan to meet Beth went out the window as soon as the stutter hit.
Her boat couldn't get to you.
No, but it gave me an opportunity to climb up on the bridge and cross it. Slip right past Monarch, more or less undetected.
Isn't it pretty bad for Beth though, since she's going like...
I should get up on that bridge and make my way across it before this stutter ends.
Right there? It's right on the other side. I mean, I am basically out of stuff to watch. I've been looking for something to watch for a while now, just watching bad movies at this point.
Bingo.
If I started again from scratch, it will give me stuff to watch for a while. I have a feeling the game is running a lot better since I got the full driver cleanup and reinstallation.
On the bridge was unreal.
I mean, I'm not saying anything
They
about
were cops.
that. I'm saying about
Had no
like
authority to do this.
Frame rate.
But the Monarch PR machine had done its job. Here they were, the heroes protecting everybody.
And you were the terrorist.
Yeah.
Hey, look. Look who it is. Charlie Winkett and Fiona Miller sought in connection with recent terror events. Do not approach. Please contact More Solution with any information. Oh, Charlie got...
Listen, if you see what's going on Facebook right now, just call the number.
Jesus.
It's even worse than my passport picture.
Wanted, Jack Joyce. Armed and extremely dangerous.
Just be patient, folks. We're just making sure everybody's safe.
Martin Hatch, field orders update. All fields operative, be advised that Martin Hatch is now considered a compromised asset. All orders and instructions from him, new or existing, have been rendered invalid and have been countermanded. Please contact your supervisor for further information as required. Hatch is responsible for the destruction of vital medical supplies, involved in the deaths of numerous Monarch personnel, and may be collaborating with Jack Joyce. Investigation is ongoing, but Martin Hatch is to be detained with maximum force if encountered. If he cannot be captured, he should be considered a priority target who should under no circumstances be allowed to escape. Take no chances. He is extremely dangerous. Yikes.
No sign of it, sir. Honestly, I can't
There we
see
go.
him showing up here.
Uh-oh. There's a juggernaut. Fucking hell, mate. Wait, this guy has a chronon thing.
No, 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 no!
Time to move.
The fuck is he doing? Is that guy okay? Woohoo! Oh, Jesus! Oh, what is happening? Oh my god, it's happening, guys. It's all happening. Ooh, shotgun, hang on. Whoa! Damn it! Jesus Christ! Take it easy, man. What did I just do? Dude, why can I not use my abilities? Hello? What's happening? They have a suppressor thing. I don't know. I don't see it. I mean, I can use my shield. Wait, now it activated. the fuck? Dude. I have no idea what's happening. What is going on? Why is he not dying? What the fuck? Dude, the guy is just invincible? Okay, I suppose that worked.
Okay.
That was weird.
Okay, good. That's cool. Just gotta make it across this damn bridge and I'll be clear.
Okay, how do I do that? Alright, well, you know, we've seen the lights, it's happening. We're entering the disco zone. Oh no, look at that. Oh, the bridge is bad, guys. The bridge is bad. Jesus, that car is... Oh my god. Oh no! They ruined the disco. Was I up there? That's not good, right? I was in the middle of all that. I think.
Oh no. This is so bad.
You think?
I knew I'd be dead if the stutter collapsed while I was in the frozen crash. I had to reach solid ground, and the deck of the cargo ship was my best bet. Just had to find a way down.
Oh! Dude, these stutters are horrifying. Holy crap.
Now what?
Now what indeed? Where do I even go here? Oh, there.
Frozen crash was a mess. Somehow, I had to find my way across. Hope for the best.
It is pretty cool, though. You gotta have to admit that. I don't... What the... They want me to jump on the car? Huh? I suppose. Yeah, okay. Now what? in heck? What am I even supposed to? I'm supposed to go down there? No, I'm supposed to. Oh. Oh, hang on. There's a thing here. Right.
I kept heading downwards, towards the cargo ship.
It's very convenient,
wasn't
though.
Exactly user-friendly. The fracture was getting much worse. Timelines getting scrambled, caught in violent loops, off sync, crashing into each other. This was what the end of time would look like. Everything was broken, in chaos, frozen.
Okay.
And no one would know.
Hold still. Come on, hold still. Okay. Come on, come on, come on.
Fracture was escalating. Objects were moving out of time, out of order, entire timelines overlapping. And it was gonna get worse, unless we could stop it.
You don't understand the power you're wielding. You need to hand this technology over to Monarch. I've prepared for what happens next.
You say you're prepared, but no part of this plan of yours involves stopping it from happening.
Even if I fix William's machine, what could you possibly hope to achieve? The end of time is coming. There's no way to—
Hey! This isn't a debate. I just watched a ship fast forward through a fucking bridge. Time is running out, and the fracture's getting worse by the minute.
And it cannot be stopped. Paul has been to the end of time. He's witnessed it firsthand. Can't you see? We prepared for what's next out of necessity.
Your research is based on work by William Joyce. You respected him. He knew that the fracture would occur, but he also knew that it could be fixed. Will built a way to stop the fracture. This. The countermeasure. We're traveling to the past to retrieve it.
That's not the countermeasure. Isn't that the
You can help us get there faster.
FCR? Like the lifeboat thing?
Or you can agree to disagree.
I'll have to run diagnostics on the machine. I can't promise anything before that.
Amy, take Amaral to the machine. Keep an eye on her.
Sure thing.
This girl is still here.
Okay, Doctor, let's go. And I can see right through you. Don't try anything stupid. You will regret it.
Jack, before we head downstairs, we have to talk about something.
Alright, just give me a second here. I'll get to the radio.
Hatch. This is the guy that visited me in the cell.
Sounds like Serene's onto him. According to Monarch Communications, Hatch sabotaged a Monarch lab.
He may be undermining Paul, but I get the impression he's not on our side.
No, far from it. Facts gathered by Fiona Miller so far. Joined Monarch in 2001, became Serene Chief Advisor around 2007. No records before 2001. Who was he? Where did he come from? Working against Monarch. Possible links to the following. Death of Dr. Kim. Alone with Dr. Kim at the time of death that occurred. Justice Kim was on the verge of a solution to Serene time sickness. University time machine sabotaged. Unconfirmed miscalculation on purpose. Hatch seen in lab. Assistance in Sophia kidnapping. Confirmed. distracted Monarch while kidnapping occurred. Knew we were coming, did not alert Serene. Destruction of Serene, remaining sickness treatment, unconfirmed. So he wants Paul to die of that disease, or maybe he needs him to get past a certain point. I don't know. Was present outside Dr. King's lab when the lab was destroyed, accused Sophia of being responsible for this. Helped Charlie Wincott escape, confirmed. Helping Charlie reach Monarch Tower undetected. Disobeyed the direct orders from Paul. Serene wants access to the CFR. Potentially desire to sabotage the lifeboat. Sabotaging Serene. Motive. Secretary assuring Serene's downfall, wants to take over Monarch. Why? Sabotaging Monarch's survival plan from within. No possible reason for this. Doesn't believe countermeasure could stop Fracture, not a potential ally. Also for Monarch, therefore believes the end of time is inevitable. Then why attempt to sabotage the lifeboat? I don't know, man. You tell me. A 2010 plan. That's Charles' plan for the plan to travel to 2010 and steal the countermeasure.
Okay, what's up?
It's about the plan. If Amaral gets the machine working...
Wait. I just realized. If you go back to 2010... Isn't that when... Will was talking about Beth, or was that before then? I think it was 2010. So we are about to... This already happened. This is how we go back and warn Will about what's to come. And if that is true, then it didn't work. We'll still end up at the same point, don't we?
We go back to yesterday and undo all of this.
Listen. In the video Will left for me, he said the countermeasure was stolen from his workshop on July 4th, 2010. He also said I took it. Maybe I did, Jack. We have a time machine.
You're saying we go to 2010. We steal it.
If Will was right, that would mean it wouldn't be a change. We take the countermeasure, bring it to the present, fix the fracture, save the world.
Okay. Explain to me why that's a better plan than just going back to yesterday and preventing all this from happening in the first place.
Because I'm afraid that based on what I know about time travel, we can't change anything. The past has already happened. We can't change it. But my way, we don't have to.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my plan still feels simpler. Let's just get the machine working.
Hello, Riverport. Well, it's been a rough night for us. The collision at the Port Donnelly Bridge that has claimed multiple lives is still being investigated. At least a dozen people are confirmed dead, and investigators say they expect to find more bodies, some of which are predicted to be found in the cars at the bottom of the river. The cause of the accident remains unclear. Adding to the confusion are conflicting reports from shipboard personnel and those on dry land. The captain of the cargo ship insists that the bridge was up and the route was clear. However, some people shoreside claim the cargo ship was approaching the bridge at high speed, despite the bridge having not yet been raised. Others express surprise at the ship's presence, claiming that they do not see its approach at all. The investigation is still ongoing. We'll keep you posted. Now, obviously, this disaster will affect us in more ways than one. With the Port Donnelly Bridge out of commission, heavy congestion is expected on the other routes across the river, and we now have reports coming in of multiple car crashes all over Riverport. So you will want to reserve enough time for your trip today if you're traveling by...
Dr. Amaral seems convinced that Paul's been to the end of time. Do you think that's true?
Can't be. Otherwise, trying to prevent it would be pointless.
Why?
Because it's already happened.
That's exactly what Paul is saying.
Let's see how Dr. Amaral's doing with the time machine.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna end up to the point where we agree with Paul.
I don't think we can trust her. The way she looked at the countermeasure like she's seen it before, she knows what it does.
You think Will told her about it?
No. Will was never the kind to open up.
The egg is already fucked. We can unfuck the egg.
Will takes it to the next level. When we were kids, the only way that Will could express anything important to me was by informing my stuffed giraffe when I was in the room.
This is truly a lesson for everybody. Once you fuck something, you cannot unfuck it, so you better think about fucking. Q knows what he's talking about, he's Italian. What is that supposed to mean now? What are you saying?
Did she find anything?
I'm not sure. I'll go check.
Yeah, I'll go check, but first I have another like 12 reports to find around here, so...
Jack, you've got to see this.
Hey, shouldn't you be keeping an eye on Amaral?
Okay, but first, you need to check out the intel I uncovered.
Alright.
Alright.
Let me see how Dr.
What is all
Amaral is
this?
doing.
I uploaded all the files I stole on that USB stick from the Monarch security station. I also found a video of your brother. It's on that TV. You're gonna want to see it. Everything else I printed out and put on tables over there.
Alright.
But what's on the computer?
Monarch files I uploaded, and I kept the juiciest stuff on screen for you.
So, first email is from Paul Serene to Sophia Amaral. My 5th entry. This is a dream journal. I recall moving through a wheat field that once belonged to my grandparents. I pressed the wheat stalks to the side with my hand, softly sifting through them at first, but as I pressed forward, the stalks began to warp and curl around my arms, providing resistance to my every move. The entire field began to solidify into an unbreakable material with my body entangled in the mess. I desperately tried to pull myself free, but every movement led to a burning sensation. The world's desaturated. Time stopped. I heard the unmistakable sound of my greatest fear approaching. Shifters. They emerged from all sides, surrounding me. I looked into the distance and saw a blurry figure approaching. He tried to yell, but the words wouldn't escape his throat, instead transforming into an endless shriek pulsing through my ears. His every movement and sound transformed into an agonizing discomfort all throughout my body until it became completely unbearable. The pain trumped logic. I needed to make it stop. I needed to make it all stop. I grew violent, blindly lashing out at the figure, tearing him apart. I needed to destroy the source of motion and sound that caused me such discomfort. Pain stopped as I took the figure's life, and as he died, his identity became clear. It was me. I had become the very threat that I once feared, but I did not fear anymore. I felt something very clear, very pure. I turned around to discover Jack behind me. He didn't move, but I could somehow understand his intent. He welcomed me. Every misunderstanding, all the pain we had caused one another was forgotten. We were part of a higher consciousness. I heard a voice behind me, Dr. Kim. He joined us as well. He told me that time was once the fire in which we burned. He told me we would burn no more. And then we have an email from Sophia to Manuel Porretta, which is the psychologist. Dr. Porretta, I'm attaching Paul Serene's most recent entry in his dream journal. I'm growing increasingly concerned with the meaning behind these dreams, but I need a second opinion. I can treat Paul's sickness, really, as far as I can determine. The Crohn's syndrome is more a metaphysical condition than an actual medical issue, but I'm a physicist. I'm very much out of my depths with all this. This exercise was meant to help alleviate stress to ease Paul's symptoms, but so far it has resulted in the opposite. Time is of the essence. His condition is getting worse by the day.
The date is... It's February 28th,
Jesus, Will.
1999. William Joyce.
1999.
After months
First experiment.
arduous work, my machine is finally ready for human testing. Ready is defined by me, since ready is obviously a relative term when you're dealing with the deformation of the chronon field and recreating of black holes' mass density by tangent. Okay, in short summary, I built a time machine, and it works. I'm gonna prove it, or die. Just need to make some final preparations. When I enter the machine, I will travel clockwise around the corridor. Okay. Core is active. Chronon levels are stable. I'll travel clockwise around the corridor, exiting back into the same location in the near future. Oh. This clock is set to my watch. Now, when I exit the machine, there should be a significant difference in time between my watch and the clock in this room. Corridor is locked in place. Okay, setting the date to 5 minutes to the future for the first test. Now, admittedly, traveling to the past would be much more impressive, but I can travel backwards in time only as far as the first activation of the machine's core, which is, well, now. Okay, machine's ready. Monitor is stable. What I'm about to do is gonna change the very fabric of I don't remember.
Huh? What the fuck? What the heck happened to him? Did he have a heart attack or something?
Is the city still hunting for me?
In full force. There's an entire webpage dedicated to potential Jack Joyce sightings.
Damn.
So I've been filling it in with false leads for fun. Do you want to pitch in?
Post that I was spotted in the back of a catering van somewhere.
You can do better than that. But okay, I'll let them know.
We're having fun, are we? World is ending and we're having fun.
Hey, Amy. What am I looking at here?
I've been recording Monarch communications with the radio that Beth left me. Made a compilation of anything that seemed like it might be useful.
Okay, transcript of model communication. HQ, come in. This is first aid 1. We got the situation over at the hospital. Oh, yeah, that's it's a fucking mess down here, HQ. Burke showed up for his wife like we thought. Gibson intercepted him. Burke wouldn't come quietly, so Gibson drew on him, and, well, Gibson's dead. Burke strangled him with a power cord in full sight of half the hospital, so that kind of shit show. Over. Jet the situation contained was Burke now. We're working the scene and wiped the footage, but Gibson didn't have a backup. So who knows how many people saw the fight, or where they are now. Same goes for Burke. He's in the wind, so his wife. Over. Copy that. First aid 1, we'll run with that on our end. Just tidy things up over there, and over and out. Lifeboat document. Controlling the report situation from Clarice Ogawa, which is the one interrogating us in the present times, to field team's leads. I know the situation is fluid and things are progressing fast, but I want to reiterate our strategy. We can't actually directly control the city. We don't have the manpower. We don't have the actual authority. Therefore, it's vital that we have the... Therefore, it's vital that we maintain a good relationship with the media and the local authorities and have them do much of the heavy lifting for us. Ideally, everything we should do be either undertaken by the authorities under our discreet direction, or in cases where we take action ourselves, backed by the powers that be, creating the illusion the Monarch solution is working in cooperation with legal authorities. Make no mistake, although we've been successful thus far, the situation is not stable and can change quickly. If key parties in the city lose confidence in us and our ability to handle the crisis, our control will erode very quickly. Therefore, we must nurture this relationship even as we conduct our own operations, which involve considerable troop mobilization in combat action. It's a constant balancing act, and while I'm confident we can pull it off, there's no room for error. We're well prepared, blah blah blah. Here's our strategy. Maintain control. While Charlie Winkett is unfortunately no longer working on this project due to unforeseen complication, he has set up powerful tools and procedures for scrubbing the internet, identifying local and locating problematic situations. Interesting. Minimize conflict, of course. If you see a problem, be proactive and call it in. Don't let anything run out of control or think it will work itself out. We have to be sure the situation can unravel faster than we think. Okay, yeah. Get the gist.
Anybody here we can trust?
Fiona. She's my only remaining contact on the inside.
Key enforcer.
What about this Burke guy? He was under arrest in the same transport as me.
Jury's still out on Burke.
So the top 3 enforcers was Carlos, the psycho that wanted to kill Burke's wife, which is now dead. Gibson, which was sent after Burke, also dead. And Clarissa Ogawa, which is the one interrogating, Jack in the future, present, the cutscenes. We are technically sitting in a room explaining what happened to Clarissa Ogawa, so yeah. Who's up there? Paul Serene, Martin Hatch, Sophia Amaral, Henry Kim, which is dead. And Fiona, yeah. Right. This Monarch mission statement 1999. That was the foundation by Paul Serene. I've seen the path ahead. I know it will be hard. I found a Monarch solution to bring together those who walk with me. The elite few, whose skill, dedication, and passion will live on when everything else ends. So, if we assume that the Paul Serene that is around now is a different Paul from the one that brought us into the time machine. Because what happened in the time machine is that Paul went back in time to 1999 to found Monarch Solutions, right? And the one that we saw when he killed Will, that was like Paul Serene after another 15 or something years of working under Monarch to get to the point where he makes the time machine to send himself back again. Which is a different one. And I can see why after so much time he doesn't feel the same way about Will and about Jack. That kind of makes sense. We'll expand Monarch influence, empower all possible spheres, financial, political, cultural, medical, technological, military. They've basically been preparing for the end of time since 1999.
Serene's original manifesto for Monarch.
Formation of Monarch Solutions.
They had us practically memorize this.
Hundreds of employees. They actually believe all this bullshit?
More than you can imagine.
So he founded between 1999 and July 4th, 2010. Very interesting that was the date where he decided to stop the phase 1. Like he knew that whatever came after July 4th led to phase 2. I'm afraid that Beth is working for Paul. And she's gonna steal the FCR to give him to Paul. To make the lifeboat. That's the only way this makes sense. It's the same object. We've seen it before. Phase 2, Ground Zero buyout, CFR preparation, proton tech development, militarization until October 8th, which is when the thing happened, right? The machine core heist, Chronon tech rollout, remove threats, lifeboat protocol, initiate lifeboat protocol, yeah. That all kind of makes sense, I suppose.
No use going there before talking to Dr. Amaral.
Okay. I don't really trust Beth anymore, honestly. I think she's onto this. She's into, like, the whole Paul Serene time travel. Like, it had something to do with it.
How's it look?
The problem is quite simple, really. The power relay is down. You'll need to find a way to reset it up. There, where the light is. I'll lower the ladder for you.
What happened to the power relay?
Power surge occurred at 7 a.m. this morning, when the machine was activated.
So 7 hours before we got here, someone activated the time machine, causing a power surge.
Okay. The console here's got 2 red lights, 1 green one.
You'll have to reset the power to the 2 stations with the red lights before activating the relay. Both stations are located above the machine. Just follow the cables to the red lights.
Huh?
Above the machine. The perfect place for a reset switch, Will.
Ow. I think I was meant to jump up there. What happens if I fall in? I don't even want to talk about it. Honestly. There's a chronon thing up there, huh? Yeah, this is safe.
Okay, the first red light is now green.
Good. 1 more to go. I'm not sure if you can reach the second one that way. You may have to climb down and reach the other side of the machine.
I mean, I can see it right there, but I get up there. Oh, the pool. Which is also over there, which is connected to... there? What the heck? That... I didn't realize how high I was. The ground looked way closer than it was. Alright, well, I have to find a way up there. Get there. Oh, the door, of course. Kinda makes sense. Why is this item?
You've got to be kidding me.
What is it?
This is all my stuff from our family home. Kept everything.
Guess you thought you might come back. Is that...
Yep. Will's personal psychiatrist. Want to give it a try?
I think that giraffe's holding enough baggage. Jack? You okay?
Yeah.
This has to be the weirdest photo I have ever seen in my life. He's totally fine. Will looks like he's about to run away because he saw a ghost and he just shat himself, and he really has to run away. It's not even a bad Photoshop, it's just that they shows the wrong photo of Will. Like, it doesn't fit.
Toto.
Toto?
That's my signature.
You made this?
I've never even been here before.
That woman in the picture is you, isn't it? So...
Jack. There's something you should know. 1999. I was 8 years old, playing in my backyard and a woman approached me, told me she was from the future. She gave me very specific details of events that would come to pass.
Of course, it was herself.
She gave me this. Filled with dates, events, proof of it all. Jack, that woman.
It was you.
Everything I told myself would happen, did. Every detail, for better or worse, came to pass and couldn't be changed. Our fate is laid out before us, Jack. Everything that happened to get us here, every sacrifice that was made, they're all a part of this path. And they can't be changed or undone.
Beth.
When we step in that time machine, you will see for yourself.
So, if that's the case, does it even matter
If
what
you're
we
that sure
do?
about how all this works, we can try it your way.
Like they said, the future cannot be changed. So nothing we're doing will matter at the end.
Notebook was full of dates, events that would come to pass, instructions. Her entire existence was formed out of those pages.
And I know that this encounter will be a lot to take in. After all, it's not every day you meet your future self. I tell you that you need to keep this all a secret, but I know you won't listen. You learned that lesson the hard way. The next few years won't be easy for you. Nobody you know is ever going to understand what you're going through. Those closest to you will try to change you, convince you that you're losing your mind. You're not, you're special. You have been chosen to do something amazing. That your struggles will all be worth it in the end because you have a purpose. You're going to save the world. How do I know? I've been through this all before. And I'm going to prove it. Below you will find a list of events that will come to pass in the future. They cannot be changed or undone. It will take time for you to accept this, but eventually you will learn to use this knowledge to your advantage. You will be prepared for what is coming. October 3rd, 2000. Derek Stevenson has been bullying you for months. On October 3rd, you will push him down the staircase at school. You'll do everything in your power to resist this, partly to avoid the consequences, partly to prove this book wrong. But the terrible thing he will say in that moment will be too much for you to handle. You'll pretend to cry, claim that you gave him a concussion, and you'll take all the blame. You'll be transferred to another school. You'll hope things will get better. They won't. It's going to be a difficult year. Whenever you feel helpless, just remember this book. Special, you have a purpose that they don't. Hold on to that. If that makes you feel better, 16 years from now, Derek will be working at a dollar store. He still lives with his mom. December 3rd, 2000. Mr. Hartsuk from next door will pass away. February 3rd, 2001. The kids at school will steal your jacket. Your parents will claim that you're hiding it on purpose so that they will buy you a new one. Look in the bin on the corner of 3rd and Main. You'll find something that will get you through the winter. You'll be teased for wearing it by Michelle. Fight back, but it will only make things worse. Eventually, when you are able to contain your anger, take her aside and say the following to her. Sorry about your mom. Then give her a hug. She will push you away. She will look incredibly confused and vulnerable. She will never tease you again. April 24th, 2001. Erica, your best friend, will break her arm. Having read this, you will do everything in your power to prevent this. The actions you take to avoid this from happening will only make it so. This is the first time you will truly witness that your fate is already determined. It cannot be changed. They will blame you for the incident. Try not to take this to heart. You'll soon discover that she isn't the friend you thought she was. Stay strong. You will find people who respect you for who you are very soon. 5th, 2001. You will take the night bus home. There will be only one other passenger on board. A scruffy-looking kid with a black eye. His name is Jack Joyce. Remember his face is going to become important down the line. Holy shit. We took the same bus in 2001. September 11, 2001. Yikes, this is the one that will change you. An event will occur that will devastate the entire nation. An act of terrorism will cause the World Trade Center to collapse. Thousands will die. I won't go into further details because the more you know, the more painful it will become when you are unable to prevent it. And you will try to prevent it. You will fail. You will curse this book for not telling you more. You will curse it yourself for not being able to stop it. It will take a long time to get over this, but eventually you will use this pain to fuel your path forward. You now felt what is to be completely unprepared for what is coming. It won't happen again. Next time you will be ready. This is the event that will finally make you believe. Any doubt you had will disappear. You're ready to take on this mission. So what's coming? October 8th, 2016, so 15 years later. An experiment gone wrong will cause time to break down. This event will be referred to as the fracture in time. The onset of this event cannot be prevented, but the outcome must be. If the fracture is not stopped, then time itself will come to an end. Life on our planet will end. Saving the world wasn't an overstatement. It is your mission. You must stop the fracture. You can pull this off, but to do so, you need to follow those simple instructions. Learn who to trust. Nobody. The less people know about you, the safer you will be. From this point forward, your mission takes priority over every other aspect of your life. Do not start a relationship of any kind that you aren't willing to leave behind at a moment's notice. There's one exception to this rule, we'll get to that. Know your enemy, Monarch Solution. They will try to prevent you from achieving your goal. Learn everything you can about them. You will know the best way to achieve this when the time is right. Monarch is run by a man named Paul Serene. You must never be seen by Paul Serene. If he discovers you, then you will risk failing your mission. Learn everything you can about him, remain hidden, but keep in mind that the best place to hide is often in plain sight. Blend in. Change your appearance frequently, hair color, clothing style, everything. Cautious about drawing attention to yourself. Learn to blend in, examine those around you, the way they move, speak, laugh. Copy them, become your surroundings. Train daily. Hand-to-hand combat, Filipino Kali, Jeet Kune Do, weapon training, knives, pistols, shotguns, rifles, wilderness survival, compartmentalization, lip reading, face reading. The list is one that you will build as you go. In time you will understand what is necessary and what isn't. Don't rush yourself, start with gymnastics. Study your target, Jack Joyce. He is the one person who can help you in your mission. He is the exception to Rule 1. You can trust him. Learn what you can about Jack. Study him from afar, but do not approach him directly. You aren't the only one watching him. On October 9th, 2016, you will rescue Jack Joyce. From there, the next steps will reveal themselves. Be patient with him. He's stubborn, reckless, naive. Can't do this without him. And he has his moments. He's much smarter than he seems at first. Mistake grief for stupidity. Study your objective, the countermeasure. This is the device that was built to stop the fracture in time. This is your objective. Find the countermeasure and use it to stop the fracture. Achieve this and the world will be saved. The device was built by Jack's brother, Dr. William Joyce. Any attempt to contact William or find the countermeasure before the onset of the fracture will be in vain. Wait, Jack will show you the way. Proving the countermeasure will not be a simple task. It will involve a great hardship and sacrifice. When the time comes, you will be ready for this. When you first read this, it won't make much sense to you. Over time, you will believe every word, but you will feel underprepared. You will wish that I had told you everything. I promise you that what is written here is everything you will need in order to get you where you need to be. I know this, because I'm already there. Chin up, Toto. You're going to achieve amazing things. Damn, that makes it sound like she's like already after the fracture, after the world is saved.
It's her. She's the one who's been painting all over the city. Jesus.
Interesting.
Looks climbable.
I wonder. Why not telling her more, though? And when does she go back to do that?
Why the hell would your brother put maintenance controls way up there?
That's exactly the kind of question that never would have entered Will's... Of course.
Shit. I'm still getting used to that.
Don't expect to. Hit.
Like, there has to be a point where she goes back in time. Is that before, after the fracture? We don't know.
There we go. All right, all lights are green.
Sounds like it's starting. I need to leave.
actually work. It's ready. It's actually functional.
Okay, we're doing this. I'll set the date into the console.
Hang on, we have a couple of things around here. Okay, one is right there. Can I even get there? Three out of three. And what is that? Guess it's the anomaly itself. The date. Oh, sorry. My bad.
July 4th, 2010. Are you ready?
No. Are you?
Oh.
This is it. There's no turning back.
Hey, wait! What did you do? That was the wrong door. You changed the date. Where is she? Where is she?
I had no choice. I couldn't let you take the countermeasure. It would put our entire plan at risk. I already called Monarch from the terminal. They're on their way. It's over.
What did you do?
Fuck!
Shoot this woman.
We need the countermeasure to run the lifeboat.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna follow through with the plan, tie her up, and get as far away from here as you can.
I will. You just take care of yourself, Jack. Okay?
Boy, oh boy. What a mess. Alright, we're going back in time. Alright, that's normal. Yep. All good. We're seeing lights. We're seeing artifact things. That's not good. God, the past is awful. Oh no. Oh no, this looks really bad. The past.
Your first journey back in time, 2010. This is where our notes get hazy.
You know how it ended.
Your goal when you arrived was to retrieve the countermeasure.
But my goal had to wait. Because I wasn't alone.
Hey, what is happening now? God damn it.
Hey, Bobby Radford coming at you on 4th of July. And what a fine day it is.
Yeah.
Things are looking up for Riverport. Don't believe me? Just look at that shiny new Monarch building going up. That's a big deal for this town. Sure, I know there's been complaints. Talking about how Monarch's tearing down this or that, taking over the mom and pop spots, making Riverport more corporate. Some of that's happening. It ain't all good. A huge corporation like that, you know, they're all about power and profit. But I say, hold on there. Put it in perspective. This town's been miserable for a long time. A long time. When our shipbuilding industry took that final nosedive, we hit one hell of a slump. A lot of people I know been unemployed for years now, and that's hard. But Monarch's here. And they're starting to change that big time. So they ain't perfect. So what? It beats the alternative. I want to be optimistic about this. It ain't wrong to have a little hope future. I want to believe that this is capitalism working as intended, you know? The American way, you could say.
Uh-oh. From William Joyce to Beth Wilder. It's finished. It's finally finished. Test are positive. I have officially constructed a working countermeasure for a fracture in time. Can't prove it, obviously, since there's no fracture to deploy it against, but I believe it will work. It has passed every test I can conceive. There is no reason I can see that it wouldn't. Given your knowledge of the future, so is this future Beth then that contacted him? That's why our Beth didn't know anything about it. I'm guessing I already knew this would be the date I completed my work. This day has been a long time coming. I was beginning to doubt it was possible. I haven't heard from you in almost 2 years now. Please tell me you're still out there. Oh, Beth, I'm not going to ask you to do something that will sound counterintuitive. Leave the workshop, leave the countermeasure behind. Do not return until tomorrow morning. As with all my orders, it is best that I don't go into further details. I bet it's the kid that grew up with the notebook, yeah. Okay, leaving the workshop now. The countermeasure is secured in my safe. I know better than to ask the reasoning behind this request. In 11 years, you've never been wrong, and I don't want to know about 11 years. Since 1999, she went back to the origin. Because that's the date where she gave the book to younger Beth, I suppose. And I don't want to know about the future anyway, but that will make this easier for me to digest. Can we meet tomorrow? Now that the device is complete, I need to know what the next steps are. And please be careful with the countermeasure. It's tremendously powerful, and sourcing the chronon particles for it alone has taken over a decade. Building it would take me years and years. Is that young Beth? Yeah.
Beth? It's me. Hey, 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 hey. What happened to you?
This is it. There's no turning back.
She went back to 1999. That's why she...
Jack?
So is that when it happened? Sophia sent Beth back to 1999. That's how it happened. So she doesn't know about the
Dr. Amaral
future.
sent me to the future. I fought for months
Oh, no,
trying
wait.
to find a way to get back.
The future?
I wasn't the only one.
What the fuck? Oh, okay, I see. That's when it happened.
Stop! I followed him back. He set William's machine to 1999. The first possible exit point.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
It's okay. Hey, it's okay. Ah, it's okay. I'm on your side.
Who are you?
I'm Beth Wilder. There's some things you need to know.
Okay, I think I get it.
You're the reason he built the countermeasure. And you've been here ever since. 11 years. Why? Why didn't you come back?
We should get ready. We don't have much time.
So, If I get this right, Amaral sent Beth to the future, but for some reason she met Paul Serene. The confrontation happened. Paul Serene set the time machine to go back to 1999. They both went through the tunnel. And that's when Paul Serene went back in time to found Monarch. And that's when Beth went back in time to warn her younger self and have Will build a countermeasure.
She had changed. And there was a weight in her eyes. She was hiding something.
She always was. What exactly do you believe changed in Beth?
She lost hope.
February 28th, 1999, back in time. Here I am, back in a time I've already lived once before. No idea how long I'll need to stay here, no idea what comes next. This isn't how it was supposed to go. This wasn't the plan. I'm going to come to terms with that then. I'm going to need to write this all down. There's nobody to tell this about myself. So hello me again. It started in 2016. Chuck and I kidnapped Dr. Amaral. We were supposed to use the time machine to travel back to 2010 and retrieve the countermeasure. I believe Dr. Amaral switched the date at the last moment. I heard Jack calling out, but it was too late. I was already inside. There was nothing to do but keep moving forward, and when I exited the corridor, I arrived at the one place I never thought possible. The end of time. That's why Paul Serene also said he saw the end of time. My greatest fear was realized. I'm still trying to grasp what that means. My entire life has been devoted to stopping the fracture. What I saw was a proof that it couldn't be stopped. Can't believe that. There's a logic to all of this, a meaning. I just haven't found it yet. I'm not ready to write down the details of the end of time. Not yet. The essential part of the story is that I found a way back. I spent a long time trying to fix William's machine, but somebody beat me to it. Set the course to the earliest time the machine could operate, the first time the core was activated. That was February 28th, 1999. I followed him through. That's when I found William, still alive, much younger than I had ever seen him. I warned him about the fracture. I told him that he was the only one who could create a solution. He begged me not to tell him anything else about the future. He said he couldn't stand living like that, being constantly aware of what will come to pass. Every action just part of the preordained dance. I wanted to tell him more, but I know how he felt. William agreed to do what must be done. He agreed to build a countermeasure. This whole time it was me who set him on that path. He says the machine doesn't have the sufficient chronon capacity to return me to the future. As a jump that far would be nearly impossible without a substantial scientific breakthrough. Apparently, that hasn't happened yet. His way of saying I'm trapped. 1999, second time around. So here I am. July 19, time machine move equals success. I worked with Will to get the time machine moved. I had to make sure Serene wouldn't be able to use it to his advantage, so we moved it to the one place I knew it would be safe. Bradbury's swimming pool. Will spent a big chunk of his research grant buying the property. One place I know for sure the Monarch won't find us. After all, they still weren't aware of it in 2016. That means this is my new home for the time being. Will refuses to build the countermeasure here. He says that it has to be done at his workshop. He chose that location to build a time machine for a reason. Think about abnormal chronon density, anomalies, whatever. It didn't seem to concern him that the very people we need to hide from know about this workshop. Probably doesn't help that he won't let me tell him whose those people actually are. Guy's almost as stubborn as his brother. Now that the move is complete and Will is on his way, all I can do is wait. Not liking the idea of that, keeping him busy was the only thing that distracted me from the eerie nature of being trapped here. Guess I should look at the bright side. Second chance at having a killer Y2K party? September 5th, little me, the most surreal experience. Eyes looked so full of life. Looking through the clouds, vulnerable to the world around her, she looked full of life, looked happy. It was me. I knew the day was coming. I knew that I had to go see her and set her on the mission so that she would do what needed to be done, so that someday she would become, well, me. The backyard, bright red duffel coat, playing, simple pleasures. It's strange. I remember the small details so differently the first time around. When I was a child, that woman who came to see me seemed like an angel, a limitless source of wisdom, gifting me with purpose. Now I was that woman, trembling, a lump in my stomach, nervous as hell. Didn't matter. I knew she was too young to see those things on my face. I gave her the notebook. I told a small child to give up those simple pleasures to pursue a life that would bring nothing but pain and hardship. I promised her that it would all be worth it. She would make a difference. She would save the world. She believed me. Fuck, she lied. In the book, she lied. January 1st, Ep3 Y2K party. Ate bagel with cream cheese and watched Buffy reruns. It drained swimming pool. Party on. That's a good way to do Y2K. September 11, 9/11. I tried to stop it a second time. Holy shit. Warned them. Told them exactly what was going to happen. Nothing changed. I came to terms with the fact that none of this could be changed as a child. But since then, I've seen things that make me desperate to prove myself wrong. Desperate to believe that what I've seen cannot come to pass. I tried to stop the rise of Monarch. I tried to stop Paul Serene. Both versions of him, every action was negated by the force of a timeline that cannot be bent or broken. I tried to stop the tragedy as well. Experienced Christmas of 1999. I knew that what happened to them. This time I was there. Car crushed exactly as it was supposed to. Presence only let it happen as it always did. I went to the funeral. I watched Jack cry. I watched Will build up a wall around himself. I watched two brothers change forever in that moment, and I could do nothing about it. And now this. Fuck. May 22nd, 2002. Monarch. They spotted me near William's workshop. Barely got out of there alive. After all this time, Serene is still obsessed with finding me. Won't give up until he does. Have to be more careful in the future. 2003. The year after. Exactly the same. The end of time. Been having recurring nightmares about what I saw. Been dreading doing this, but it's time. I have to write it out. It's the only way to move past it. In 2016, I entered the time machine intending to travel back to 2010. That didn't happen. I ended in the end of time. The fracture had run its course. Time had stopped altogether. The entire world was frozen in one hanging moment. It was the only one still able to function, or so I thought. Then the shifters came. I can still hear them. The sounds echo through my dreams. The entire world was still, except me. I really don't like movement. I would have stepped out of the machine into the one thing I spent my entire life trying to prevent. Fracture was never fixed. I was living through the proof. The first hour were the hardest. I was living through a nightmare that I couldn't wake up from, surrounded by constant reminders that my mission would fail. Never able to stay in one place because the shifters were always searching, always hunting. I wasn't alone. I discovered the first evidence of this in a few days in. I heard the shifters become agitated, but I was nowhere near them. They were following somebody else. Paul Serene. A younger Paul. Scared, weak, vulnerable. He found me, but to convince me that we needed to work together, to help each other through. He found out very quickly that I wanted him dead. He had no training, no killer instinct. He had those damn powers, and all I had was the Chronon harness. The end of the world, the only two people left, and we became sworn enemies. I'll be sure how long we spent there. It could have been months, it could have been years. When time doesn't move, it feels like an eternity. Do you even age at the end of time? I wonder. Our grip on reality slipped away, trapped in an endless loop of brutal survival. Though we were enemies, there was a strange bond formulated through that suffering. Shared an experience that no other human has ever endured. Eventually, Paul managed to get William's time machine working. He was convinced that he needed to travel back to the earliest possible point in order to stop all this from happening. He had yet to learn that the past couldn't be changed. Followed him through the machine, but he escaped. He formed the Monarch. He built an empire. I watched the birth of a monster. I can't escape the feeling that my actions helped shape what he became. Maybe I could have guided him. Maybe if I hadn't tried to hunt him down and kill him at the end of time, it can't be my part in all of this. There has to be more. I wake up in a cold sweat most nights. Hear the shifters coming. I can almost feel their presence. Much of my experience at the end of time has become a blur in my memory, but there is one detail that I can't shake. One detail that brings my entire mission into question. One detail that haunts me. 2021. What? February 3rd, 2005. 5 years until the countermeasure will be complete. I spend most of my days training. I don't know what happens once the device is finished, but being prepared is my specialty. I still wonder if Jack will follow the plan, if he'll emerge from that machine in 2010. That's not to think about it. I'm not giving up, but I can't let those thoughts consume me. I need to focus on the present, focus on what is in front of me. That's the mantra that keeps me going. Just focus on the present. So I decided to take on some hobbies. Tried poetry, got depressed, dabbled with the guitar for a while, smashed it against the wall. Then I started experimenting with the graffitis. It's been working out for me, okay for me so far. It's fulfilling on a few different levels. Partly as a form of self-expression, partly as a means of release, partly just to fuck with people. What happens when Joe analyzes some graffiti on the wall one day, builds an interpretation in his head, and then 3 years later his depiction of that image comes true? Not sure, but it's fun to think about. Can't change anything, but at least this gives me the illusion of some kind of power. That illusion is what keeps me holding on. Sometimes I leave anonymous notes in people's mailboxes telling them what will happen next week. Watch the reactions from afar. Voyeurism and graffiti. That's my life these days. Focus on the present. October 8th, 2007. Jack. I started watching him recently. I know Monarch is tracking him, so I keep my distance. I wasn't sure why I felt the need to follow him, to watch his life from the outside, but now I think I understand. I met Jack in the wake of his brother's death, the onset of the fracture. First day of both of our lives. It was broken. That's the only Jack I ever knew. Some kind of comfort in singing in happier times. I watched his band play a gig nearby. Atrociously bad. Whiny emo music. Definitely a music movement I didn't need to live through a second time, but there was something pure about seeing him up there, letting it all out. Never had an easy life. It was nice to see that he found a way to release all that. He just looked happy. Made me forget everything else. The nightmares stopped for a while after that, so I kept following him. It gave me something else to focus on. I spent most of my life hiding who I am, what I know. I knew Jack for less than 24 hours, but he's the only person I've opened up to about everything. I told him the truth, he believed me. I wish I could thank him for that. Not sure what I'm going to tell him if he comes through the machine on July 4, 2010. What will he think when he sees me? 11 years will have passed. I look like I've aged 3 lifetimes since then. For him, it could only be a matter of minutes. What do I say? Till the end? This might all be for nothing? I was the one who believed without question that we would stop the fracture. Confidence has now been replaced with insecurity, weakness. Fear letting him see that. Fear that he'll see the doubt in my eyes. For years I felt invincible, full of hope. I'm not that woman anymore. I'm scared. December 11, 2007 memory. The night I painted something at the university campus. It was only after I finished and took a step back to look at that I realized I've seen it before, about a decade ago. Remains of something painted on a wall but washed away. It was a jolt. Is all of this futile? Nothing sticks. Nothing is changed. All of it washed away by the river of time. Fucking time travel. July 9th, 2008. Will. Been in contact with Will every 6 months, so short exchanges just to get an update on his progress building the countermeasure. He's still at least 2 years away from completion, but now confident he knows how the countermeasure will work. He told me that the countermeasure will be able to reverse a fracture in time, but in order to do so, it must be activated early in the escalation of the fracture. Once the fracture runs its course, once the end of time is reached, he believes the countermeasure will be rendered ineffective. Asking that what it would mean if the end of time ever occurred. He said it would mean that the fracture was never stopped. It would mean that we failed. Yikes. 2008. Everything I have done has been for nothing. July 4, 2010, final entry. The day's here. I will receive word that William has completed the countermeasure, I'm sure of it. I've come to accept that this doesn't mean we will succeed. I've come to accept that my mission was a lie. I'm not giving up. Like or not, I devoted my life to this cause. It gave me meaning. All I've ever known. If I've ever seen the proof that I won't succeed, I'm not giving up. I'll dedicate every ounce of courage I have left to seeing this through. I will retrieve the countermeasure. It'll keep safe until 2016. I will do everything in my power to activate it when the time comes. I will fail, but I will fail knowing that I did everything in my power to save the world. For years I hoped that this would be the day when I would see Jack again. I've given up that hope. This mission started with me alone, that's how it ends. This will be my final entry. Bro. What a fucked up existence. Holy shit. That was really good writing though. Like that entire thing was beautiful.
Years.
I'll unlock the door.
Also,
so where's Will? Where's the countermeasure?
She says she looks older, but she looks younger.
The countermeasure's at William's workshop, where he built it.
Then that's where we go.
Yes. That was the plan.
So Beth, I read your diary. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of fucked.
Just have to unlock this.
You did all this?
Whoa! Oh!
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, and look.
My supplies are upstairs.
Oh,
You need to get them.
Jesus.
There's so much you don't know.
Oh my
that you
god, this
never
is bad.
saw. I gave up
Oh.
on the idea
Oh.
that she would ever come.
This is really bad. This is where I have to go, theoretically. Alright, we can't have this happening at this point of the game. We need to reload this area. It's bad. It's really bad. I'm fine with some artifacts. I'll take anything that doesn't directly blind me everywhere I look, you know? But that was literally everywhere. Oh, holy shit. Do we redo it from here? That's odd. Usually we have much better checkpoints. I don't like that I'm seeing the same exact artifacts.
Your first journey back in time, 2010.
Shit.
This is where our notes get hazy.
You know how it ended.
Your goal when you arrived was to retrieve the countermeasure.
But my goal had to wait. Because I wasn't alone.
Shit. This is not good. Oh no, it's the same. It's exactly the same.
What's going on here? Since when did Will run a graffiti workshop? None of this crap was here in 2016.
It's bad.
What the? Someone's in here.
Gonna have to get through it somehow. At least I found that. I didn't find it earlier. Oh, come on. Are you serious? I still don't truly understand what the problem is, by the way. Still not sure it's the reflections.
This is it. There's no turning back.
Wait, what? Oh, I'm skipping the cutscenes.
You've been here ever since. 11 years.
Yep, okay. It's odd that the game doesn't put like a save, a checkpoint here after the cutscenes.
She had changed. And there was a weight in her eyes.
Oh, I missed this.
She was hiding something.
She always was.
I can't do this anymore. I can't. I can't fucking do this.
Yikes. It's good that
I'll unlock the door.
I went back.
So where's Will?
A couple of extra
Where's
things.
the countermeasure?
The countermeasure's at William's workshop, where he built it.
Then that's where we go.
Oh, it's still
Yes.
bad.
That was the plan. I just have to unlock this. My supplies are upstairs. We'll need to get them.
God, this is still
There's
awful.
so much you don't know that you never saw. I gave up on the idea that you would ever come.
Dude.
I need to know we're still in this together.
I told you once our fate is already laid out for us.
Dude.
More than ever.
I don't know where I'm going. Okay.
Worried what that might mean.
Alright, let's take a moment here. I have 18 points. Let's buy a couple of things, at least. There you go. Oh.
It means we finish this.
Oh my god, how am I supposed to go through this play? Jesus Christ, man.
You need gear? Take whatever you need. The rest
If I could see anything, I would.
everything else I brought here.
That's a little drastic.
My time here is done, Jack. I have to erase my presence.
Where am I?
Let me know when you're ready to go.
I wish I knew where I was going in the first place. Dude, I can't. I don't know what the shit. If I have to fight in this, it's going to be impossible.
I'm ready when you are, Jack.
Jesus Christ.
You followed Paul to 1999. Why did he travel so far back?
To form Monarch. Prepare for what's coming.
You kept tabs on him.
And he's kept tabs on me.
Okay. The countermeasures at Will's workshop. We find it, then what?
You bring it back here, use the machine, and return to the future. Use it to stop the fracture. That was always the plan.
But it doesn't work.
That is still the plan.
Yes.
I can't imagine what happened to you. When you entered that machine, I wanted to go after you, but I didn't know where Sophia sent you or how to find you.
You made it here. It's all that matters. You followed the plan.
Whatever happened to you, change it.
Don't.
We can fix this.
Don't.
We can undo this.
You still don't get it. It can't be changed. No matter what we do, the pieces fall in all of the exact same places. I've tried.
Keep it on her,
Over
please.
and over.
No!
You can't just sit back and do nothing.
You have to let go. Jack. You have to let go. I've seen it. The end of time. That is where she sent me. I was there. I've been fighting this fight my entire life, and I saw us fail.
Check ascending.
I saw where this leads. I just don't know anymore. I don't know if we can win this thing.
Then we'll die finding out.
Oh, thank God it's over. Man, fucking the cutscene though. Come on, man. Not during the cutscenes. At least spare my cutscene. But if it happens in the end of the game, I would be so mad. It takes all the pathos away. It's like everything is about that fucking light.
I don't know a fraction of the hell that Beth went through, what she experienced when she saw the end of time, how that changed her like it changed Paul. Followed by 11 years of living like a ghost. Beth I'd known had laser focus. This Beth, she had doubts. You okay?
Yeah.
But the countermeasure, the one thing that could set things right, was waiting for us at Will's workshop.
I mean, she's like
There it is.
11 years older. Like, she's more than 40. She should be.
In 2010, Monarch didn't own the area yet. That came shortly after because of what happened with you. But we knew William was building something new in his workshop, and we knew it must be important. We were monitoring the place.
Huh?
Yeah, Beth knew about your presence. She'd done spying on her own. We came over
Is
the
that guy
rooftops to
okay?
avoid detection.
Beth, there's a guy there. He's not breathing.
It's this way.
Oh no, he's breathing. He's snoring, actually. Okay, he's fine.
Does Will know we're coming?
No, he doesn't.
I can't believe we're stuck working on the 4th of July. Who the hell turned out the...
Whoops. Sorry.
Fight goddamn power outages this week. That's the last straw. I've had it.
From this point on, we may be in their sights. We need to be quick.
Fair enough. Hello? Coming! Oh no, fucking hell.
Hey, Will?
He's not here. I made sure of that.
What? Why? He's the only one that knows how to use the countermeasure.
Which is why he needs to be kept safe. In case... things go bad.
Fine. We get the device.
Holy
then you leave him
shit. Okay, we can't look behind us.
Now, where do we find this thing?
Will said he secured it inside a safe. Somewhere in the building.
All right.
Can't do this. I cannot do this. I cannot do this. Cannot. Wait, why are the settings... All the settings are kinda reverted. Let's just give it a reboot, like a full reboot, and see where we land, right? Hello?
Why? He's the only one that knows how to use the countermeasure.
Which is why he needs to be kept safe, in case things go bad.
Fine. We get the device.
I mean,
then you lead me to my brother.
Is it a little better?
Now, where do we find this thing?
Will said he secured it inside a safe. Somewhere in the building.
All right, Will. Where'd you hide that safe? 11 years. Building this thing was his life for 11 years.
Yeah.
Playing in 720p, by the way.
April 2nd, 1999. It's been about a month since the incident. Since I was shot by the man from the future. Since Wilder. I've moved the machine. Hidden it. I wish I could destroy it, but I made it tell me as little as
Hey,
possible.
I was watching that. Fuck.
We know about what'll happen, the worse it'll be. We're all puppets. I can take that for as long as I can't tell the difference. I think she understood. Doesn't matter anyway. She told me the fracture is gonna happen because of what I did. I have to fix it. I have to. I don't know how yet. I have to build a countermeasure of some kind. I know the theoretical mechanism of the field's collapse, but how to stop it, let alone reverse it. It'll take
that's right.
years of research. I have no idea how to do this. How to pay for it. I don't know. Wilder's from the future. And she gave me. I have to assume that I was successful, right? Why else would she come to me?
He was planning on giving it to you.
And it was stolen before he ever had the chance. Which means this is the only way it can play out.
Oh, so Jack and Will fought because he sold the parents' house to fund the countermeasure. I told him that it was his fault, the car crash. I told him that he was to blame for everything we've been through. I knew it was the one thing that could truly hurt him, and I used it. I can justify my action as a result of months of fatigue, frustration, lack of sleep. I was wrong. I knew it as soon as I said it. He just stood there devastated for what felt like minutes. I could see a wall building between us. He told me he's leaving this town. He's never coming back. That was 3 days ago. I haven't been able to reach him since. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I can't concentrate. I know the countermeasure will be finished soon, but that victory is a hollow one now. I spent 11 years building a device to save the world. The only thing that kept me going all this time was the fact that there was one person in this world that I needed to protect, no matter the cost. I just lost him. Damn. Oh well. I can't see. No idea what that is. Hope I don't have to do anything with it.
Hey, River Boy. I'm pretty sure you
Hey,
folks
I'm
are
walking
having a
here.
better time than I am. Old Bobby's still stuck in the studio just a little while longer. Whereas all of you folks are out there enjoying what I hope are spectacular 4th of July parties. So set up some fireworks, eat a little too much, drink until every joke you hear is funny, and spend some time with your loved ones. Appreciate the good things in your life, you know?
Damn.
This country ain't perfect, but it's still pretty damn good, and it's sure as hell worth celebrating.
What's a fucking good radio?
I can't wait to get home, crack open a beer or 3, and kick back with the people I love most. We're gonna appreciate that this year's better than last year, and we've all got good things to look forward to. And isn't that what today's really all about? Being
There's some things
safe
you need
and
to
free, not having to be
You're the
afraid,
only one who
knowing that
understands
we've
it.
made a future for ourselves.
There's no theoretical
all gonna
home
be
market.
all right.
It could take even years to build.
You'd been there before. Witnessed flashes through time, I assume pieces of that puzzle had come together since.
And some are yet to come.
Shit. Locked out again. Where was the failsafe switch? Follow the wire. Which one was it? Blue?
Dude,
The emergency shutdown.
I cannot follow a color on this. I hope you understand.
Labeled the wiring.
That's not gonna happen.
Open sesame.
Emergency shutdown initiated.
Shit. Ass. Fucking goddamn it.
Okay, so it wasn't.
Wire, I knew it.
It was a yellow wire. Of course it was.
The power setup wasn't working, but it must have worked at some point.
Maybe I can rewind time to get.
It was all there on the board. The details of his downward spiral. His work consumed him. Became some kind of desperate obsession. He was never the same. The device wasn't there, but it must have been at one time.
Yeah, looking at the floor works. The game looks like absolute shit like this, but you know. I guess it's better than not playing through this area. And if we can get past it, maybe it will be better. Well, can we fix at least the resolution without going out? I think we can.
Come take a look at this. He didn't leave the code, but I can crack it. I just need some time to...
Somebody's here.
It's Monarch. I knew it. I knew they'd find us.
I'll take care of it. Just get that safe open, stay inside.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I take care of it? I'm not sure I can in the disco section. My guy?
You'd been spotted the moment you arrived. You never had a chance. You were on a suicide mission.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna lie down and just give up without a fight.
Oh boy.
Not then, not ever.
Oh, it was locked at 30 FPS. That was bad.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna make sure they don't get anywhere near the countermeasure.
I don't know how.
This is Trojan 1 approaching workshop perimeter. Over.
Remember, orders are to take her alive. Monarch Actual is en route.
Roger.
It was Monarch, they say. Ah, yes, I can deal with Monarch. Outside. I think outside is fine, actually.
Stop right there.
Well, I
Where's the
mean,
girl?
fine is a word that...
He's got a gun. Open fire. Keep shooting. Ah, I'm wounded. I got him.
Dude, it's bad.
HQ? We've got a situation.
What's the sit rep?
He got backup. I don't know what it is.
Orders are to keep the mission quiet, tidy. We can't afford unwanted attention.
He's fucking tearing us apart.
I'm on my way. Hold the perimeter.
I can't see them. It's kind of working.
Get around!
Not sure what I'm gonna do if there's a heavy. Well, I don't think they have heavies in 2010, so. However, they do have snipers.
Targeting crosshairs.
Thanks for the heads up.
Fragging up!
Shit.
No, 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 no!
I thank God the pistol is actually an incredible weapon. And the carbine too. I think I'm good. Or not. Oh, now I'm good.
Get out of my way! Here we are again. Exactly where we left off years ago.
Oh no. Shit. God, there's Paul somewhere in that light.
Give me the device. Come with me. We can survive this together.
Wait, the cutscene fixed it.
You know it can't be stopped. I can see it in your eyes. You know this.
What if you're wrong?
Whoa. Did they just activate the countermeasure?
We failed. We created Ground Zero. Caused everything to happen how it always did. Every piece falling into place.
Except one. The blast sent you through time. Brought you back to 2016. The same exact time from which you left. Something anchored you there. We need to know how you did this.
You think I wanted to come back? I was pulled away. Everything I came for was still back there. Left behind.
No, Beth. Beth! Come on, move! Beth, get up. Beth, come on, get up. Please, Beth. Beth, you need to move, okay? Yeah, that's it. Get the gun. Come on, Beth, move. Come on, please. Beth, move! Paul, don't do it. Don't do it, don't!
I'm not wrong.
You can't.
No! No!
Serene had the countermeasure the whole time. I had to get it back.
A rash decision. You claim Beth Wilder's death had no impact on your behavior, but...
Like I said, I barely knew her.
So, what you did next? It wasn't personal?
No.
Well. Beth did say he would save the world through great sacrifice. And I mean, that was a pretty big sacrifice. Don't know if she saved the world. Guess we'll see about that. Alright. I think I'm gonna stop here for today. But yeah. Same way we did today. Tomorrow we're gonna take a look at the next junction, and then we're gonna play probably the final part of the game. Hoping for the best. You know? I have no idea in what state can we finish this game, but I'll try my best to get through it. It's such a shame. I'm enjoying the game so much. Holy crap, whenever that happens, it just takes over everything. Really annoying. Anyway, guys, that is it for tonight. So thank you for watching. You have a good day, have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow with the rest of this. I'll see you then. Bye.